Good evening. This is Vetti Log Entry 99. Currently, it is 8 p.m. CST. And this is Video Log Entry 99. And I haven't done a video log for a while, so I guess I decided to do it. I've been fairly busy for the past couple of days. I had of course you heard about the Lakefront Station offer that they gave, and they also gave me a park attendant offer. So I think I may just I don't know, I don't want to work myself, because if I know I can get around 40 hours just working as a park attendant nearby here, then I'd just do that as opposed to doing the Lakefront Station stuff. So I did basically all the forms. I did all of it electronically, and I guess I have to give them my passport. And the funny thing is, even though they asked for my license, they want it again. So yeah, I tried downloading it electronically through their system, and the maximum was 10,024 kilobytes, but it was about I don't know, it was kind of big. I think the image was big, so I had to figure out how to shrink it and make the resolution not as high. So I had to figure out how to do that, or I guess there's this they call it a processing screening event going on is it Wednesday or Tuesday? I don't know. It's one of those two, and I'm scheduled for 1 p.m. So I'll just show them that, and then maybe I can just ask them if I could send them an email if they need that in their database, and that'll make it convenient. But I'll have to talk to them about that. And it was actually not that bad. They had a few training modules, and I did all that. There was one for what's it called? The mandated, oh god, I'm blanking on all the word. It's like child abuse neglect reporter or something. So I'm apparently mandated in the state of Illinois as to be a reporter for the they call it the DFCS or something. I think it's the Department of Family and Child Services, and I don't know. So I did all of that, and the training was really easy. The pre-assessment, I think I got 100% on the pre-assessment, and the post-assessment was exactly the same as a pre-assessment. So, but the assessment is not really just general knowledge, things that you should know, right? Just common sense, essentially. So that happened, and I've been feeling pretty good, I guess. It was kind of negative because my coat hanger fell off the wall because the people who installed the coat hanger on there didn't put it on a stud. So it was on the drywall the whole time. I was unaware of that, and I put too many things on it. So I got myself some spackle over at a hardware store. So I'm going to put some spackle on there and shift it a little bit, maybe 2 centimeters or something to the left or right. Either way, just some kind of offset so it's still covering those holes. So the spackle is there, and I think I'll just do that. And I'm going to use a Phillips head because I still have the screws. So yeah, so that happened today, and I was like, oh god. I was a little bit annoyed with that. A little bit annoyed, but for the most part, I was in a generally good mood, and I've been on YouTube. I've been subscribing to people who are positive, so I won't be as negative all the time, because I just can't bring those negative habits into the world that I'm trying to create. They tend to bring you down, and they're unproductive, right? And I prefer not to do that. Other than that, it's cool. I actually finally essentially have a job now. They still have to do some biometrics tests, so fingerprint scan or something like that, just to make sure I don't have some kind of criminal record or something. I'm good. I'm a good boy. That sounded sexual. Whatever. I don't have a filter. I was trying to think of something else to say, but I couldn't think of it. But oh god. So I guess I also applied for a credit card. This one actually has a $5,000 cap, and the other credit card I applied for two. I had one for my credit union that I still decided to keep because I don't really know what other credit union to go to as of now. I know there are digital credit unions. Actually, there's one called DCU, Digital Credit Union, which which actually really has a high yield for savings accounts. So I was like, I guess, I was thinking about that, but I was like, then I had to like reapply for the credit card, and then I don't know. Like, it's probably not that bad. I just don't feel like doing it right now. I don't really have to. As of now, I don't really have to think about that. You know, I'll probably think about it later and decipher whether I think it's best for me to stay with the credit union I'm in or just move to another credit union. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, all that happened. And what else was I talking about? Yeah, I guess I was talking about the fingerprinting thing, which I'm going to be doing on Monday. I want to align it with Wednesday for the event, the screening event that they're having, whatever, to get all the paperwork and to verify your I-9, to look at your passport, and then like your SSN card. I don't have my SSN card; it's over at home, but I do have my W-4 and it has my SSN number on there, which is enough verification. I'd assume. We'll see what they say. They said they didn't say anything about the W-4, but they did that with my license that I had. They said SSN or W-4. I'm assuming it'll be fine. But other than that, yeah. So that's gonna happen, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I can start working in a park, so I can start making money. And if I want to, work more hours, I can always find another job. But yeah, at least I'll have a baseline that's more than what my rent is as of now, with groceries and all that other stuff added on top of it, which is actually about $1,700. I haven't been the first couple of months here. I spent about $2,000 because of the fact that I was using DoorDash. But I decided not to do that, and it's been going down by like 300-ish, so 1,700, and I want to be making about. I mean, I think I'm like making. My salary is about $18 an hour, I think. I don't know. I can't do math right now. I'm thinking about 18 times 160 times. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had to think about how much they take out too. I don't know what the percentage is for how much they take out for the for taxes, right? Withholding. I don't know. I mean, it's about like $2,500, so I get an offset of about $800 per month, which is not bad. It's okay. It could be better, but whatever. At least I'm not getting in debt. And I mean, like, it's a park, so I'm not going to be. It's not going to be mentally stimulating, so I don't think I'm going to be exhausted. Also, the only time I feel like something's mentally stimulating is when I have to socialize with people. Well, I mean, like, the thing is, because it's mentally stimulating for me because I have to think about not thinking the way I usually do, because most people don't know how to, don't know how to socialize with people well. So I get tired. I get really tired putting a mask on. And I'm assuming, since this is a park attendant position, it's going to be around a lot of young people. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm hoping that I could just go outside and, I don't know, like, pick up some trash and enforce park rules or something. I don't know. I remember when I worked at the Pass Park, I was really bad at enforcing the regulations that they had over there. I mean, not bad. I mean, I saw, but sometimes I didn't. I was not that assertive, which I had to work on. I'm a kind person, I don't know how to be assertive. I don't know how to yell at people either. Like, I just can't do it. I don't know. I mean, usually people are really nice. The thing is, they know about the regulations. Most likely is the fact that they act clueless, and they're like, oh, I didn't know that, or whatever, and they just, and that's good. That makes it easier. At least I haven't dealt with many delinquents, except for once. I think, it was just once over. But anyways, that's like a side story. But I've talked about it before in one of my older videos. But yeah, basically, long story short, they called me a non-confrontational human being. I was like, yeah, that's true. I'm non-confrontational. I'm not really good at it. I spend a lot of time at home. I don't talk to people much, and I don't know, which is fine by me. Like, I don't get, like I said, I've mentioned before, I don't care about having a lot of friends. Maybe a couple friends and whatnot, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, things are looking up, and seems like my financial basis is looking pretty okay as of now. And like, if things do go down the shitter, then I have my cards just in case. $6,000 just in case. Credit cards. And the nice thing about Capital One is is it called Quicksilver or something like that? They have an introductory APR of 0% until February the 2nd. Or, sorry, not the 2nd, February 2025. So that's nice. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say. I actually did say a lot. It's just I said it so quickly, kind of just info dumping at this point. Yeah. But I guess I did read I did read my book a little bit. The thing is, like, when I read math books, is that they have like a surface level like understanding of things, and I kind of want to go deeper than that. You know, like they were talking about like the summation. You know, not Gauss's summation. You know, the sum of n from running from like I equals 1 to some number n, big N, I guess you can call it, some other number as opposed to not. Anyways, yeah, I was thinking about like there's you know the Gauss trick that I do, and you can also think about it visually, and you can think about visually for all the other forms of summations of like choosing like it would be called a power series at that point, where you actually have like some. Is it called I guess it would not be a power series, because I think x to the n is a power series, so you can choose x. But anyways, yeah, that's just like nuance and whatnot, but it's not a power. Anyways, whatever. I started thinking about things and visually, and I don't know, like people. I think. Well, I mean, like humans are visual thinkers, so it's probably best to like kind of look at mathematics from that realm, and you can translate most symbolic things into the spatial domain to make it easier for the human brain to process. Yeah, I mean, like I was playing around with different ways of looking at that summation that I was talking about, and I found it an interesting way. I overcomplicated the summation by like turning into a pyramid shape and then splitting in half and then creating a square out of it, and then making a function closed form, right? You get it. So a function dependent on that n, lowercase n. And then I realized that there's an easier way. So I didn't have to like slice it. I didn't have to make it into a pyramid. It could just be a little triangle, step triangle. And well, that basically is it's Gauss's, but in a visual form, basically. Because you can take that's like a right triangle, which makes a square, that square is, you know, that's why you have the 2, and then you have the n times n plus 1 divided by 2, because it's just a triangle. So, which maybe I think Gauss must have seen it that way, because it just seems like, it seems ridiculous just to like randomly be like, I wonder if I flip this the other way, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not in his head. I wish he would tell me right now, but I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he's at. Yeah, so which is like, it's kind of cool. I was just making sure I did that right in my head. Yeah, because n times, yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so I think that's it. I'm gonna quit this video because my head's running, but it's just, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.